Yes, typically when we go to Lovington, we tend to play at their level, and that's frustrating. I really thought we did a great job of playing our game and just taking care of business. Every aspect of the game, we played really well. I realize that they are struggling, but it's easy to not take it seriously and lower your expectations or your play, and we didn't do that, so I was really proud of them for doing that.
Yeah, it might have been the fastest 3 sets I've ever attended. It was really quick. The girls came out and did what they had to do, as you've already pointed out. Well, now you go to Portales. We're here. The game going to be starting here in a minute. And Portales is a good team. They stole one from you guys here at the pit last week in 5. But it'd be great for you guys to steal one here in Portales. Talk about that.
Yeah, we've played them twice. Both games went 5. I don't think we particularly played our best at times in both those games, so we're looking to really put together our best game. It's a really important game. Obviously, I think all 3 of us are tied at first place. This is an opportunity for a team to pull ahead, and so hopefully we do that tonight.
Yeah, when you say all 3, you've got Goddard at 2-1, you guys at 2-1, and Portales at 2-1. Portales beating us beating Goddard, and Goddard beating Portales. So tonight, whoever wins is kind of in the driver's seat going into next week. You've got your final 2 district games here at the pit, or at the pit next week, and so that's always a plus as well to get the district championship.
Yeah, exactly, and so that's what we're focused on tonight, just to play a solid game.
All right, Coach, thank you. And Bulldog fans, if you are in Portales already, great, but if you couldn't come up, then stay right here, KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. Go Bulldogs.
There you go, man.
Mac Energy Company is working to develop today's energy with tomorrow's technology. Technological advances in recent years have presented new possibilities for exploration. We strive to utilize these advances and stay abreast of innovative technology to ensure that our company is a forerunner in the quest for energy for many years to come. But more importantly, Mac Energy Corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us. We invest in community initiatives that focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about Mac Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and communities, visit us at mec.com.
It's the big savings grocery sale at Fens Country Market in Artesia. Bush's Best Beans, select varieties, 5 for $5. Campbell's Chunky Soup, select varieties, 2 for $4. Food Club Butter Quarters, salted or unsalted, 2 for $7. And Panhandle Pure Drinking Water, 24-pack, $2.98 each at Fens Country Market in Artesia. And right now, Coca-Cola select flavors, 20-pack cans, $9.99 each at Fens Country Market in Artesia.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
To be a champion, each team member must do their part to help the team win. That is true in business too. Edge Safety and Services LLC want to do their part to help your business win. They specialize in several field services: sandblasting, coating steamers, pressure washing, repairs, and cleanouts. Edge Safety also offers drug and alcohol screening and on-site services and safety trainings to make you better. Edge Safety and Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
Help benefit the Wounded Warrior Project with H.F. Sinclair, Saturday, November 9th at the Veterans Mission 5K Fun Run, Walk and Ride. This 5K Fun Run will begin and end at Beige Veterans Park in Artesia, and the course will take you around Eagle Draw, Walk or Run. Kids 6 and under can join on their bikes. Pre-registration is $25 for adults and teens, kids $10, and your 4-legged companion only $5, with all proceeds to benefit Wounded Warriors. For more information or to sign up, visit hfsnm.com/veterans-mission-5K.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn. With heritage in oil and gas, Abo Empire is focused on safe and effective energy development in New Mexico. We will continue to make strategic investments in this industry to promote the economic and environmental well-being of our company, our partners, and our communities. We are continuing the Yates tradition. From John Yates Jr., Cynthia Yates Price, and their families, we are your partners in the community and proud supporters of Artesia Bulldog and Lady Bulldog sports.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, and here for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of the Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years. Artesia High School Bulldog Sports is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production, LLC. Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production, LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production, LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production, LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota compact tractors. The Kubota L Series is the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. They're designed for easy operation and feature performance meshed attachments. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0% APR for up to 84 months. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Hawker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hawker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hawker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hawkerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
Good evening, everybody. Joby Hodlin here in Dallas, New Mexico, at the Dallas High School Gymnasium, as our very own Artesia Lady Bulldogs are getting ready to play the Portales Lady Rams. I started the pregame just a little bit early, but what's happened here is the game before us went all three sets, the JV, and our girls won in three. They win 2-1. It just was a little bit longer than normal, so we're on a little bit later. Hopefully you're there and we're all good to go. And if we're not, I'm sure I'll get some folks telling me so, but I think we're all good to go tonight. We got everything in order, I believe. All right, so the Bulldogs taking on the Rams, and it's a tight race in District 4-4A as the Rams were beaten by Goddard the other night, and the Bulldogs beat Goddard last week, and the Rams beat Artesia last week. All three have beaten Lovington, so everybody's sitting at 2-1 right now, and that means that whoever wins tonight between the Bulldogs and the Rams could be in the driver's seat. Bulldogs need to win, and then they need to win next week, the two games at home, and they'll win the district title. There's a lot of scenarios how they could win the district title, but that's the best way, is just win tonight and then win the two home games next week. Now, if Portales wins tonight, the scenarios, the opportunities are going to be less for the Bulldogs because they would have to win out next week, and Goddard would have to beat Portales again, and then there would be that three-way tie, assuming everybody beat Lovington, and Lovington right now is sitting at 0-20. So the chances are that everybody would beat Lovington. Portales tonight coming in here 12-8 overall, and of course one of those wins was against our very own Artesia Bulldogs, so they are sitting 2-1 in district. The Artesia Bulldogs coming in tonight 11-9. And there's their difference. So you can see they were right there together. We've got one more loss. They've got one more win. 11-9 Bulldogs, 12-8 Portales Rams. So tonight's a big deal. It's always a big deal in district, and so the Artesia Bulldogs looking to get the win here at the Portales Gymnasium. And there's a good crowd here. Portales has a lot of folks here tonight and on Halloween, and the Bulldogs do too. We travel well. Nice section over to my right here in the gymnasium of Bulldog fans. We're on KSVPTV.com. Of course, we're on the radio, KSVP Radio AM 990, FM 93.7. We're streaming on YouTube, KSVP TV on YouTube, and we're streaming on Facebook, KSVP Radio on Facebook. So wherever you're watching or listening, thanks for tuning in. And if you need to change to another one of those, you should be able to do that. We got plenty of places you can watch and listen here tonight. The Artesia, let me go through the rosters since I've got a little bit of time here before we have the national anthem and the game getting started. For the Portales Rams, number 1 is Miley Bonda. She is the setter, senior. Number 2 is Molly Ainsworth. She's a junior. Number 3 is Angel Ornelas. She is a senior. Number 4, Delaney Bonda. She is a sophomore. She's a setter and a defensive specialist. Number 7 is Belia Lopez. She's a junior. Another senior outside hitter is number 8, Addison Ainsworth. Number 9 is Destiny Blackwell. She's a defensive specialist and a senior. Sophomore, number 10, Ainsley Horton. Number 11 is Dossie Cordova. She's a senior and is a defensive specialist. Another senior is defensive specialist Taya Rippey. She wears number 12. Actually, I've got 2 number 12s on my list here. So number 13, and the other number 12 is Analia Lujan. She's a sophomore. Number 13 is Skylar Massey. She's a middle hitter and a junior. Number 14, Erin Van Leuven. She is a senior. And number 15 is Anetzi Acosta, defensive specialist and a junior. The head coach is Bailey Greenwalt. Her assistants, Jasmine Schiffner and Sandy Schillings. For the Artesia Lady Bulldogs, number 1, Caitlin Addington, a junior middle blocker. Another junior, our setter, number 2, Kirkland Miller. Number 3 is Jackie Tovar. She's a defensive specialist and a junior. Number 4, Kaylee Padilla, an outside hitter and a defensive specialist, and she's a junior. Another junior opposite side hitter is number 5, Ashton Kraft. Number 6 is Brecken Miller. She's a defensive specialist and a freshman, our lone freshman on the team. Number 7 is Sorrel Sheffield. She's a defensive specialist and a junior. Junior middle blocker is number 8, Jenna Whitmire. Another one of our seniors, we have 3 of those this year, is our libero, number 9, Carmen Harvey. Number 10 is Demery Howard, and she is an outside hitter junior. Senior middle blocker, number 11, Hattie Harrison. Senior outside hitter, number 12, Tessa Yates. Number 13 is a junior, that's Adrian Harvey. She is a setter. And our last junior outside hitter is number 14, Brooklyn Evans. So, comparing the two teams in terms of the classes, let's see here. Portales has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seniors. The Bulldogs only have 3. Portales has 1, 2, 3, 4 juniors, and the Bulldogs are junior loaded. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 juniors for the Bulldogs. So junior class loaded for the Bulldogs, senior class loaded for the Portales Rams, and we're going to have the national anthem. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it here and let you hear it. You can sing along. The national anthem is up next.
Spectators should be loud, be proud, be positive toward all players, coaches, officials, and other fans. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you are able, please rise and please remove your hats as you face the flag to honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, the PA here is going to announce the teams. I've already told you who the rosters are. And as when they go out onto the floor, I'll give you our starters. But while we're waiting on that, I'm going to talk a little bit about, just want everybody to remember Gene. He had some medical issues this week. He is going to be out, was out this week for sure, and should be back in Artesia maybe the first or middle of next week, but maybe even this weekend. But I just want to remember him in your prayers and thoughts. Gene, I know you're going to get better, and so that's what we're looking forward to. This morning, and really this week, I've been able to sit in for Gene on the Good Morning Artesia show, and I made a mistake this morning, and I probably made more than one, but one that was glaring to me that I messed up on was right at the end of the Good Morning Artesia show. I was reminding what we have coming up, Bulldog Sports, and I left out the Bulldog boys playing Saturday in Albuquerque at St. Pius. They won their 8-9 matchup. They were seeded 8th, and they had that home game on Tuesday night, and they defeated the Highland Hornets in overtime, a golden goal by Zane Bays. And so they advanced, and they're playing the number 1 seed on Saturday in Albuquerque at St. Pius X Sartans. Our Lady Bulldogs got the 4 seed. They won their District 4 4A, and they got the 4 seed. So they didn't have to play in the first round. They had a first round bye, and now in the quarterfinals, it'll be tomorrow night at the MAC in Artesia. And they also are playing St. Pius X Sartans. And that game is slated to start at 6 o'clock. And we'll be there. We'll have it on ksvptv.com, on Facebook and YouTube as well. So if you can make it to the MAC, please go support the Lady Bulldogs out there as they take on St. Pius, the 4-5 seed. So Bulldogs are 4 seed, St. Pius the 5 seed, as they won their game Tuesday night, the 5-12 matchup. The other game that I did mention was the Bulldog football team traveling to Las Cruces, the final district game of District 2 5A, taking on the Mayfield Trojans, and that's going to be a big game. Of course, the Bulldogs want to win that game, and so does Mayfield. Mayfield is a very tough team, and I'm sure the Bulldogs are going to be ready for them, but I think that the Mayfield Trojans will be ready. So it's going to be a big game over there at the Field of Dreams. We played there once this year already on a Saturday, and this is going to, and when we took on Centennial, the 6A power, Centennial still undefeated and second in the state behind La Cueva in 6A. But we're traveling back over there. We're going to play our district opponent, the Mayfield Trojans, and I'm looking forward to that. Robbie Blue, our crew, and I will all be over there Saturday afternoon for that final district game of the Artesia Bulldogs. And then Sunday afternoon, evening will be the seeding and selection show, and we'll see where the Bulldogs get seated. The other game that will be on ksvptv.com is in Roswell tomorrow night, as the Coyotes and the Rockets go at each other at the Wool Bowl, crosstown rivals and District 2 now 5A teams against each other, their final game. So all the games wrapped up on Saturday for the football programs around the state from 2A up to 6A, and then the seeding and selection show on Sunday. So we'll see where the Bulldogs are slated after that, and my best guess is they will be in the top 4, so we won't be playing next week. All right, for the Bulldogs, I should wait till they make their change. Seems like we always have a rotation. We do. So it'll be Carmen Harvey, Kaylee Padilla, Kirkland Miller, Ashton Kraft, Demery Howard, and Hattie Harrison. And on the other side, it's going to be, well, did they change numbers on me? Oh, my goodness. Hope not, but I see Taya Rippey is wearing number 6. Well, I'll try to get those in just a minute. First serve is across. It's going to be an ace for Carmen Harvey, 1-0 Bulldogs. That was a nice serve. Kind of died over there on that left side. She's hitting from the right, or she always does, but a good jump serve, and 1-0 Bulldogs. And she awaits. And here's the serve. Another great serve. It's going to be hit over the net. Bulldogs should, and then it falls. Point Pertalis, as the serve was hit over, and it just fell in the middle. So Taya Rippey will go back to serve for the Rams, wearing number 6 tonight. Harvey up to Miller. Miller front
Pass to Hattie Harrison, and there is a kill. She kind of did a roll shot and just put it right in the middle. So a kill for Hattie. Great. Got in system great there for the Bulldogs, and so it'll put Ashton Kraft back to serve, leading 2-1. She moves over to the left center, and then into the center, and she's going to hit it too long, so it sailed over the line, and that's going to bring Jackie Tovar to check in. Checking in on the other side is number 12, Lujan, and Tovar will come in for Ashton Kraft. Here's the serve. It's going to be Tovar. She gets it up in the air, and then Kaylee, they're just going to get it over. Howard will just get it over free ball for Portales. It's going to be a back set. Big swing. It's going to be dug up nicely by Padilla, and it's going to be another free ball for Portales. But they just hit it over, and then the Bulldogs don't get there. It's like they all just stood and looked at each other and didn't realize who was going to go get it. Point for the Rams. It is now 3-2 Portales. And back to serve again is Erin Van Leuven. Number 14, she's going to hit it over, and it's going to go to Padilla. Nice dig, pass up, and then a big kill for Hattie Harrison. A great set there by Kirkland Miller, and the Bulldogs tied up 3-3. And that's going to bring Brooklyn Evans off the sideline. Howard will get a break, and Brooklyn will go back and serve. And somebody came in for them. I think it was Miley Bonda came in for the Rams. All right, so here's Evans. Her serve is going to go down that right side, and that's going to be, they're going to get to it. Good job there by the Rams. It'll be a free ball for Artesia. And nice set to the Bulldogs. It's going to be up on the net, and the Bulldogs, Miller digs it out. Back to Miller. She's going to hit it over. It's going to be dug back there by Cordova, and there's a point for the Bulldogs. Number 3, Angel Ornelas got that ball up in the air, but nobody got to it. And so point Artesia 4-3 as Evans will go back to serve once again. So she's on that right side. And here's her serve over to the right side. It's going to be dug up. It's up on the net. They're going to hit it backwards. Tovar to Miller across to Kaylee. Oh, that looked like that was in, but they called it out. So on the left corner, she went right down the line to Kaylee Padilla. And it was out. Checking in for the Rams is number 9, and that's Blackwell. She'll go back to serve. 4-4 is our score. If you're just joining us, set number 1. Here's the serve. It's going to be Evans up to Miller, then to Hattie. She's going to tip it over. It's going to be dug up by Bonda, and now Bonda's just going to roll shot it. Free ball for the Bulldogs. Carmen to Miller, and then to a left-handed shot. Good. She does that. She might be ambidextrous. We've seen Kaylee do that quite a bit. She was on that corner, and she's able to hit a left-handed off the block. It goes out of bounds. Point Artesia. As checking in for Artesia is Whitmire. Harvey will get a break, and now Hattie Harrison will go back. Her serve is a good one. It's dug up on the back row. Bonda to number 11, and that's going to be in. A nice kill there for Massey, Skylar Massey. As Harrison will take a seat, coming back in is Carmen Harvey, and back to serve for the Rams, I think, will be Massey, who just got that kill. So Skylar Massey will go back to serve. 5-5 here in set number 1. Here's the serve from Massey. Evans up to Miller. Miller sets across court to Whitmire. She hits it down. That's a double hit. That's Bulldog point as number 3, Angel Ornelas, got her left hand on it, got up in the air, and then she couldn't help it. She got her right hand up there and hit it up. As Ashton Kraft checks in, Tovar will get a break, and back to serve will be Miller for the Bulldogs. So Brooklyn gets ready on that right side. Here's her jump serve. It's going to be dug up back there by Ornelas to Bonda. The kill shot's over. Nice dig to Miller, and it's going to be Ashton Kraft puts it over. Ornelas back set to Skylar. Nice dig there by the Bulldogs, and now just tapping it over, but Bonda gets it up. Back to Bonda, left-handed. It's blocked at the net by Whitmire, but they get it back over. Harvey to Miller, back set. Kraft, and it goes into the net. Point Portales. So good volley there. Is checking back in for number 12 is number 14 on the Portales Rams side. Erin Van Leuven checks in, and Angel Ornelas, the libero, back to serve. Her jump serve will be dug up by the Bulldogs. Back set and just tapping it over, but out of bounds. Tried to put it on that right line was Padilla. That's a point for the Rams, and it's now 7-6. And so Ornelas back to serve once again. 7-6 Portales, first set. And here's her jump serve. Evans puts it up. They're going to dig it up in that back row. It's going to be a free ball, Artesia. Carmen, Miller, big swing, and it goes off of Massey, and Padilla with the kill, and she'll go back to serve. That ties it up 7-7. Checking in for the Bulldogs Evans will be Howard. So Demery will go into the front line there. And Kaylee Padilla back ready to go and serve. Here's her jump serve. Back on the back row, dug up by Blackwell, then Bondon. It's going to be a free ball. Massey gets it over. Miller, Howard with the big shot. And that's going to be an out kill for Demery Howard as Massey got her hand on it, got her hands on it, but flies out of bounds on the Bulldog side. 8-7 Artesia. So Padilla once again go back to serve. And the serve. Another good serve, but down the line too much. She tried to go to that right corner, and it goes out of bounds. Checking in for the Rams will be number 10. That's Horton coming in, and going back to serve will be Kylie Manda. Left-hander, puts it back to the back row. Padilla up to Miller. Miller back set. Going to tip it over there, and that's going to be a kill. It gets over right in the middle they dove for, but Whitmire with the kill. She'll rotate out, and coming in will be Hattie Harrison. Back to serve will be Carmen Harvey, and now she has to go out and back in so they can check her, the official. So Carmen back to serve. Bulldogs leading 9-8 here in set number 1, and the serve. Nice floater. That's going to be dug up, and when they get it over, they do. Harvey to Miller to Hattie Harrison. Boy, when you get that middle short jump right there, Hattie hammers it straight down. She has great jumping ability, and just the Bulldogs in their system right there. 10-8 Artesia as Carmen will go back to serve once again. And I haven't had a text or anything saying anything's wrong, so I think we're all good. Harvey's shot is over. Massey and Ornelas bump into each other. Now Ornelas is just going to try to get it over, and that ain't going to happen. So point Artesia, as they both went for the serve, and they kind of bumped into each other. It was an awkward pass, and ended up not getting it over. 11-8 Artesia. Harvey with her jump serve, right side. Nice, another knuckleball ace. And again, they bumped into each other back there. It was Rippey and Ornelas, but boy, that ball had a lot of movement on it. It was a knuckle ball, and she put some heat on it, so it was moving a lot. From my vantage point, I couldn't tell which way, but I know it was diving around because it was just going straight with no movement on the ball. 12-8 Artesia, 4-point lead. That one's going to get over. They do get it up. It's going to be right on the net. And there was Hattie Harrison, and she pushes it back down. They get it back in the air, but it's out of bounds. Point Artesia, 13-8. And Portales will take a timeout. Bulldog fans up on their feet cheering. We'll go ahead and take a timeout with them. It is 13-8 Artesia here in the first set. Best of 5 against the Portales Rams.
As the seasons change, it can be a great time to refresh your oral health too. Here's a few fall tooth care tips from Smile Expressions in Artesia. Fall is a great time to switch out your toothbrush. Toothbrushes should be replaced every 3 to 4 months. With fall coming comes fall baking, which means lots of sugar-laden treats. In addition to the goodies, try reaching for fruits and vegetables that are rich in fiber. And as the end of your insurance year approaches, now could be the perfect time to take advantage of any unused dental benefits. Please call and schedule your appointment today at Smile Expressions in Artesia.
Radio. We've got the Bulldogs and the Rams. If you're just tuning in, we're in set number 1, and Artesia leading 13-8. We're on a 6-point run here, and still serving is Carmen Harvey. They tried the old timeout trick. Let's see if the Bulldogs can get through that magic timeout, what I call the magic timeout point. Harvey with the serve. Jump serve again, dives. Ornelas dives for it. Massey just going to get it. Oh, no. Bulldogs, nobody there. That should have been a free ball for Artesia. Massey just poked it over into the middle, and everybody went at it, and nobody went to the ball, though. They all stopped. So point for the Rams as Rippey back to serve from the left side. Her jump serve is over. Carmen up to Miller. Miller front set. Hattie Harrison, they tip. Dug up in the back row by Ornelas. She's going to get it to Massey. It's going to go over the net, but it hits the post over there, the pole. So point Artesia, 14-9. As Ashton Kraft will go back to serve for the Bulldogs. And she starts off in the middle. She may, although it seemed like she started on the left side and then went, yep, she's going to do that. It's going to go to the right. Nice serve, dug up by Ornelas. Banda chases it down. Massey with a big swing and off the block. Harrison, it goes just down the net and out of bounds. So point, big kill there for Massey. As checking in, back in for the Bulldogs is Tovar. Ashton will get a break, and checking in Erin Van Leuven, and she goes back to serve. She came in for the libero. This shot is over. Tovar, Miller, she sets it to Harrison. She tips it over. It's dug up by Bonda, then Rippey. Now big shot. It's dug up in the back row by Kaylee. Set, and it's going to be a roll shot over for Howard. Bonda's just going to hit it over, and boy, she saw him, and the Bulldogs didn't see it. They're seeing Banda, so it's Banda. And we have had several of those on some teams, and I texted Robbie before the game. He's not able to be here tonight. And I said, is it Banda or Bonda? And he thought it was Bonda, but the announcer's saying Banda, so I'm going to do that as well. Checking in for the Artesia Bulldogs is Brecken Miller, and Tovar will get a break. Here's Van Leuven. It goes back to Harvey, up to Miller. Miller back set. Howard with a big swing, but it's blocked at the net by Massey. Right back into the Bulldog side of things. And that gets them within 2, 12-14. 12 serving 14. Artesia with the lead. And Van Leuven back to serve once again. All right, here's her serve, jump serve. It's going to float back to Brecken Miller, to her sister Miller, and then to Harrison. And there's a kill. They're not going to be able to get to it. They got a hand on it. It goes sailing backwards. So another big kill for Hattie Harrison. Miller to Harrison. And checking back into the ball game will be Evans. Howard will get a break, and Evans will go serve. And on the other side, checking back in was the libero, Ornelas, and Van Leuven takes a seat. Bulldogs lead by 3, 15 serving 12. And here's Evans. Going to get it over. It's going to be hit back there by Rippey. Chasing it down is Ornelas, and then just going to barely get it over. Miller to Evans, and then the big swing and that's a kill from behind the 10-foot line. And that was Kaylee Padilla. Boy, she hit it hard. I tell Robbie every time we're watching these games, he's calling them. I said, man, that looks so hard to do. And he said it is. He knows volleyball a lot better than I do. But great shot there by Kaylee. Bulldogs 16, serving 12. Evans with another line drive. They're going to dig it up, though. It's going to be right up on the net. And then there's Hattie Harrison. She shoves it right back down. Happy birthday, Hattie. 17-12, Artesia. Brooklyn back again to serve with a 5-point lead now here in set number 1. It's going to go down that line. Massey gets it up to Ornelas. Back to Massey. She got a big swing at it. There's Brecken Miller to her sister, and then a big swing, and there's a kill for Kaylee Padilla. So Miller to Padilla, and another kill shot, 18-12 Artesia, as the ball is tossed back to Brooklyn. So Evans with the ball on the right side, and here comes her serve. Shoots it back, and that's just out. Boy, that was a good shot. It was out by an inch. Checking back in for the Rams is number 9, Blackwell. And taking the seat will be number 10, and that's Horton. Back to serve will be Blackwell, Destiny Blackwell. 13-8, 13 serving 8. Bulldogs with the lead. That's going to be Kaylee to Miller. Back to Kaylee Padilla. Big swing. It's tipped at the net, and that's going to be a point Artesia as it goes back, and Malice got her hands on it. It goes into the net. And so another kill for Kaylee. Whitmire checks in. Carmen takes a break, and Hattie Hallelujah Harrison back to serve. 19-13 Bulldogs, and that's going to be too long. Boy, she just hit that like a ton of bricks. And it goes out. Harvey will check back in for Hattie. And Skylar Massey will go back to serve for the Rams, down 14-19. Here's the jump serve. Harvey up to Miller. Miller's going to set it up to Whitmire. Big kill shot for Whitmire. Man, she creamed that ball. As Brecken Miller will take a break, and Ashton Kraft will check in for her. Back to serve will be Kirkland Miller. 20, Bulldogs get there first. It's 20-14, and now a timeout taken by the Rams. Their second timeout here in set number 1. So we'll go ahead and take it as well. Artesia with the lead, and 20-14, they lead by 6. We'll be right back.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
We're in set number 1. If you're just joining us, the Artesia Lady Bulldogs leading the Dallas Lady Rams 20-14. So they get to 20 first, and that's what we always want to say or want to do, get to that magic number. It just feels better when you're the first one to 20. All right, so Miller with the serve. Nice jump serve down the line. It's dug up by Ornelas. Back set by Banda. Just going to get it over are the Rams. Free ball for Artesia. Miller. And there's a big shot. Digging it out, though, was Carmen. And then Evans. And then to... and they're going to get it over again. Again, Evans to Miller. Back to Padilla. She's just going to tip it over this time. Rippey digs it up. Back to Ornelas behind the line. And then was tipped. Oh, and they said she got into the net by Whitmire. And I guess her hand came down on that. So point Portales is checking back in for Portales. Is number 14, Van Leuven. And back to serve is Ornelas. Here's the serve. Carmen to Miller. She's going to cross court it to Ashton Kraft. Down the line, there's a kill for Ashton Kraft. Great shot down the line, and the Bulldogs lead 21-15. That's going to bring Evans gets a break. Back in is Howard, and back to serve is Kaylee Padilla. Leading 21-15 here in set number 1 are the Bulldogs. Here's the jump serve. Oh, into the net. So point back to the Rams. There's number 10 checking back in. That's Horton. She'll come in for Blackwell, and that's for the Portales Rams. Back to serve will be Miley Banda. Down 16-21 are the Rams. So 16 serving 21. Here's the left-handed shot, and that's going to go to Padilla. She sets it up to Miller. Big shot by Ashton Kraft on the great set there by Miller, and on the left side, Ashton gets another kill. Harrison will check in for Whitmire. And back to serve for the Bulldogs, leading 22-16 is Carmen Harvey. Carmen getting ready to go. Here's the serve, little floater, back to Rippey, to Banda, and then the big shot is dug up on the back row. Miller cross court, and just going to tip it over. They get it right back into the Bulldog side of things, so Miller's just going to poke it over. They're going to poke it over as well. Bulldogs looking to Miller, and then a shot by Harrison. They get it back up in the air. It's going to go to the back row. Kaylee up to Miller. Miller to Harrison, and there's a kill. The Bulldogs, that was a great volley back and forth, but the Bulldogs end up getting the win there and now lead 23-16. Back to serve again will be Carmen Harvey. 23-16 here in set number 1. Carmen starting off in the middle now. Let's see where if she stays in the middle, and she does. Her knuckleball goes over. Get to Banda. Massey with a big swing. Kaylee with the pass up front. Miller. And there's a shot that goes long, and it did not get tipped for Howard. So point for the Rams. 17 serving 23. And Taya Rippey back to serve. She'll serve on that left side for the Rams. Here's her jump serve. Back to Carmen. She sets it up to Miller. Miller tried to get it over. I think she just tried to shove it over, but hits the net and rolls backwards. Harrison come running in, but couldn't get it over the net. So point to Portales, 18 serving 23. Rippey on that left side, ready to go again. Going to go back, and Carmen will get it up in the air. Bulldogs just going to get it over, and it's too long. So Carmen barely got it up. It was kind of line shot up, and Miller hit it to her right, or to her left, and Harrison got it over, but it was too long. So another point for the Rams, 19 serving 23. Here's Rippey's serve. It's going to go out. That's going to be an unforced error as Carmen backed up and let it sail on her. So now set point as the Bulldog fans coming to their feet. 24-19. And back to serve will be number 5 for the Bulldogs, Ashton Kraft. Trying to get set number 1. Start out the way you want to. Here's the serve. Great serve. Ornelas. Banda. Van Leuven put it over. Kaylee gets it up to Miller. Miller with the nice set. And it's going to be Howard with the shot. Will they get it over? They will not. Point Bulldogs, and they win set number 1, 25-19 in favor of the Artesia Bulldogs. All right, we'll go ahead and take a break and get ready for set number 2. Stay right here, KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com, Facebook and YouTube as well. Bulldog Volleyball. We'll be right back.
Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs, with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road, or online at deansinc.com.
Once again, the best-selling truck in America for the 47th consecutive year is Ford F-150. Nobody sells more trucks than Ford, and nobody has a better selection of new and certified pre-owned Ford trucks than Artesia Ford Sales. Our inventory of Ford F-150 trucks has never been better. Plus, Artesia Ford has a great selection of new and certified pre-owned SUVs like Explorer and Expedition. Find out why Ford F-150 is the best-selling truck in America for yourself. Stop by Artesia Ford Sales today or visit artesiaford.com.
We'll be hobbling here with you. I'm in Portales, New Mexico, as Our Lady Bulldogs win set number 1 tonight, 25-19 over the Portales Rams. And Portales now getting back onto the floors. Bulldogs were already out there awaiting them, but they're doing their rotation. So Carmen will check in. I think she's going to come in for Whitmire. That gets our rotation in line. And Miley Banda will go back to serve as Whitmire does take a seat and Carmen checks in. So here we go. We're getting ready to get started. Set number 2, Bulldogs leading 1-0. And here's the left-hander. Jump serve is going to float over. Kaylee to Miller. Miller chases it down. Nice set to Harrison. And look out. Another kill for Hattie Hallelujah. That's a great set there. Miller had to chase that a little bit, but she got it a perfect spot on the left side. And that puts back to serve number 12 for the Bulldogs, Tessa Yates. Starts out on that left side and goes to the middle. Good serve, dug up by Rippey to Banda, and now Massey will get it over. Harvey up to Miller. Miller pushes it over to the left side, and there's a big swing. They're going to dig it up back there. Banda will chase it down, and they're going to get it over. It is tipped by Harrison. Miller back to down the line. That was tipped, though, I thought. I guess it wasn't. Howard hits it down the line, but it goes out of bounds. Yates will get a break, checking back in, or checking in for the first time here in this set will be Brecken Miller and Taya Rippey back to serve, 1-1. Miller to Miller. Harrison will just get it over. It was passed a little behind her. Rippey to Massey, their big swinger, and that's going to be in down the left side. Good shot there. Good kill there by Skylar Massey, and that's a point for the Rams, 2-1. They now lead as Rippey will go back to serve once again from the left side. She pounds the ball, goes through her routine, and here's the jump serve. Going to go to Carmen. Carmen up to Miller. Miller front to Harrison. Harrison's going to tip it over. Boy, they dig it up, though. And now it's going to be a free ball Artesia, so we'll see what we do here. Harrison up on the net. Good job there by Miller. And Kirkland, and she, instead of trying to do anything with that because it was up on the net, she just got it into the left side. And it goes in for the point as Evans checks back in. Howard will get a break. It's tied 2-2, and Brooklyn will go back to serve for the Bulldogs, starting out on that right side. A lot of I'll tell you in just a second. That shot, it goes right into the top of the net. Point for Portales. And so Ornalis will take a break. Coming in for her is number 12. That's Lujan. And here's Van Leuven with the serve. And that's going to be gotten over barely. Good dive there by Evans. They're going to get a free ball. Massey with the kill. She goes cross court from the left side to the right side. And Portales now leads 4-2. Evans just had to dive and got that ball over, but just that one shot, it was a free ball, and they did good in their system. All right, here's Van Leuven. Going to go back. Harvey up to Miller. Miller's going to front it. Big swing in. Another kill. Cross-court kill there for Kaylee Padilla. Nice shot there. As checking in for Carmen Harvey is Whitmire, and she goes into that front line, and Harrison will go back to serve. She's going to start out in the middle here with her serve as Jenna is up on that front line. That's going to be back, and it's going to go backwards. They're going to, Rippey chases it down, and now it's going to be a free ball for Artesia. And there's Whitmire. She just checked in, and she got the happy birthday. She slams it back in the court as that ball was just coming back. It was a great serve by Hattie. Started out there, and then Whitmire says, not on my watch. She puts it right back down, and that ties it up 4-4 as Hattie goes through her pounding the ball routine. And here's the serve. Nice hard serve. Rippey to Banda, and then a big swing. Bulldogs are going to keep it alive, and it'll be 1-2, and now they just got to get it over, and they do. They tip it over. It's going to be Banda to Massey. She's going to do a little slide step. It's off of Miller to Miller, and now it's going to be a roll shot for Kaylee Padilla. Back to Skylar Massey as they dug that up. Oh, and it goes off sideways off of Harrison on the kill shot. So a kill for Skylar Massey as Hattie will check out. Back in will be Carmen. On the other side, checking in for Horton will be Blackwell, and Blackwell will go back to serve with the 5-4 lead here in set number 2. Blackwell starting off on the right side, gets it over. Evans, Miller, cross court. Big swing right back into the Bulldog court, though. A block up on the front. Whitmire hit it hard, but it blocked right back down. Point for Portales, and they now lead 6-4. And back again to serve is number 9, Destiny Blackwell. Her shot. Brooklyn to Miller. Big swing, and that's in. Oh no! Oh no! I thought that hit. Their Bulldogs are asking for the tip. I thought that hit inside. Big swing there for Jenna, but they said it was long, so and no tip. So 7-4. Blackwell will serve again. Portales with the 3-point lead. Shot is over. Again, Evans to Miller. Again, just a little tip shot this time, but the Bulldogs are going to get that over. Chasing it down is Rippey. Banda to Massey, and she got a kill down that left line. So the Rams on a run here, 8-4. 4-point run. So Blackwell will continue serving. 8-4 Portales. We're in set number 2. And here's the serve. They're going to let it go. Good job there by Carmen and Brooklyn as they let that sail out. So 8-5 now Bulldogs. Checking back in, Tessie Yates. Breckenmiller will get a break, and back to serve will be Kirkland Miller. Kirkland on that right side. Nice jump serve. It's going to be in the back row. Bandit puts it up front. They're just going to get it over. Evans to Miller, cross court, and they're just going to get it over the Bulldogs this time. Banda to Rippey, back to Banda. Swing. That's dug up by Harvey to Miller. Big swing down the line. And that, what? My eyes aren't working because that looked like that was in, but it was not. So 9-5 Portales. And back to serve will be Skylar Massey for the Rams. They're tall young lady, and here's her jump serve from the right side. And that's going to get over on the dig. It's going to be just a nice little touch in the middle by Horton, and point Portales. As Evans had to come up and she hit that ball and it went sailing over on the first hit. Timeout Artesia. 10-5 Portales. They're on a 6-point run, so the magic timeout here for Coach. Let's see if it works. We're going to take a break as well. 10-5 Portales here in set number 2.
Get great service with Pressure Services. Pressure Services LLC specializes in hydrovacs, vacuum trucks, kill trucks, sandblasting and coating, and roustabouts. The Bulldogs are champions on and off the field, and Pressure Services LLC are your champions when it comes to dependable, accountable, and efficient service. When you need it right, Pressure Services will be there for you. Pressure Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Go Bulldogs!
All right, we're back here in Portales. 10-5. The Rams lead the Bulldogs here in set number 2. Lead by 5. And Skylar Massey will continue serving. Here we hope that magic timeout works to stop the run. They're on a 6-point run. It's over. Evans up to Miller. Miller back set. Big swing into the net for Kaylee Padilla. So it didn't work, but maybe we can get them right here. 11-5 now the score here in set number 2. 6-point lead for the Portales Rams. And Massey once again back to serve on that right side, the 6-footer. The serve is Harvey. She kind of goes sideways. Padilla and Yates is going to roll shot it over. Doug in that back row. Bonda, and she's just going to barely get it over. Her pass wasn't where she wanted it. Miller to Padilla, and there's a kill for Kaylee. So the Bulldogs are able to stop it after the second point, or the first point after the timeout. Howard will check back in. Evans will get a break, and Kaylee will go back to serve after that kill. 6 serving 11. The Bulldogs down by 5. And we'll see a run here by Artesia. Here's the jump serve. Massey up to Banda, and then a crossover, and that's going to be out. Oh, she said that one was in. Oh, my goodness. That didn't look anywhere close to him. And the whole Bulldog bench looking down the bench going, what? So the point for Portales, 12-6 they lead as Ornelas checked back in the ball game, and she'll go back to serve. Holy smokeroni. That looked like it was a foot out right in front of the Bulldog bench. They all looked amazed, but that's how it is. Ornelas. Miller chases it down after Carmen got it up. Yes, Tessa Yates from behind. She's about 12 feet and hit it into the net. So point Portales. So a big run here for Portales. Bulldogs have gotten 1 point in the last 9. It's 13-6. And Ornelas will serve once again. We're in set number 2. Bulldogs win set 1, 25-19, but now down by 7. Here's the serve by the libero. Gets it to Padilla, up to Miller, back set. And pushing it over was Whitmire, but they dig that up. Back to Banda on the left side. It's blocked out of bounds by Howard and Whitmire. So point on the kill for Kylie Banda. 14-6 now. Artesia is down. So they need to go on a run here. Do the Bulldogs. Ornelas with the serve. And she hits it into the net. So Bulldogs get that point. They needed that. Harrison will check back in. Whitmire will get a break, and back to serve will be our libero, Carmen Harvey. Down 14-7, so 7 serving 14. And here's Harvey from that right side, her jump serve. Massey to Banda. She's going to go cross court to Van Leuven. Her shot is out. She tried to go cross court, and it was about 3 foot out, so point Artesia. As Harvey will get the ball and go back to serve once again. And the serve. Nice floater. Massey to Banda. She's just going to have to tip it over. Digging it up was Howard. And then the Tessa Yates with the shot. And that's just out. So Tessa tried to go with a little bump shot across the court there. And it was out. Checking back in will be Horton for the Rams as number 9. Blackwell takes a seat. Now Miley Banda back to serve. Harvey. Miller chases it down. Back set. And then... Oh, they said that was a block. I thought it hit the net off of the little pushover by Harrison, but it was chased down, but couldn't get there, was Kaylee Padilla. So the point goes to Portales, 16-8. They've got the Bulldogs doubled up again. Banda with the serve. Right at Harvey. It's going to be Howard chasing it down. It's going to be a free ball, and that was actually out. So that one all started off strange for the Bulldogs. Couldn't get anything going there. It's 17-8 now as Banda will keep on serving. Her jump serve again is long this time, and good job there by Harvey. Just got out of the way. So point Artesia, 9 serving 17, and back to serve will be Tessa Yates. She'll start on that left side. She has a good jump serve. Try to go on a run here with the Bulldogs. Here's her jump serve, and it's a good one right at Ornelas. They're going to get it over. Free ball for Artesia. Howard to Miller. Miller to, nice shot there by Harrison. Boy, great job there by Miller. She had to back up. It was right short, and Howard got that up in the air towards Miller. She had to back up and then put a perfect set in the middle. And Hattie Hallelujah knocks it down for the kill, and the Bulldogs back within 7. Here's Yates. Nice serve. Dug up by Rippey. And then they're in the net. That should have been in the net. Blocked at the net. Banda again. It's going to be up on the net. Miller with the knockdown. Happy birthday to Kirkland Miller, and the Bulldogs get the point. 11 serving 17 now. Bulldogs down by 6 here in set number 2, and Tessie Yates back to serve once again. This goes through her ritual, and now the serve. Nice floater, Rippey to Banda in the middle to Van Leuven. She just shoves it over. Harrison blocked it and got it herself. Howard back up, and now Kirkland will get a chance, and she hits it into the net. I was going to say she doesn't get many chances at those kills as the setter, but it goes into the net. Point for the Rams is checking back in for the Bulldogs is Brecken Miller. Tessie Yates will get a break, and tie up Rippey back to serve. And it's going to go off of Brecken, backwards, so went after the freshman, and that time hit it, but it went backwards. So point for the Rams is Rippey once again starting on that left side. 19-11 is the score with the Rams leading here in set number 2. Here's the jump serve. Brecken up to her sister. Now the kill shot dug up in the back row by Ornelas, back set. And it's a shot back to the back row. Kylie gets it. Chasing it down was Miller. They just do get it over, does Howard. Now Banda to the other side, and it goes off of Brecken Miller and out of bounds. So a kill for Skylar Massey, and it is now 20-11 in favor of the Rams as Rippey on a 3-point run here, serving. Her jump serve again is going to go back to Miller. She's going to get it up to Miller, and now the kill from behind the 10-foot line. It's dug up by the Rams. It's going to be a free ball, Artesia. Carmen to Miller up in the middle, and just tipping it over was Hattie Harrison. So the Bulldogs needed that. They get the kill from Hattie on a tip over. That's going to bring in Evans. Howard will get a break, and Evans will go back to serve. 12 serving 20 here in set number 2. Bulldogs down by 8. Portales the first team to 20 this time. And here's the serve. Goes the back row, dug up by Ornelas. Banda over to Massey, and now the Bulldog open. It's just a roll shot that goes down too fast into the middle of the net from Evans. So point Portales, 21-12. Back to serve Van Leuven. Her jump serve. Back to Evans. Miller comes to it, gets it across to Padilla. Her left-handed shot is dug up. Banda back to Massey on that left side. And Evans with a great dig. It goes all the way over to Banda. And now to the left side. It's going to be dug up by Brecken Miller to Miller. Big swing, and that ball is out. Man, it looks so good, but they're so close. But Padilla's shot just a little long. 22-12. And Van Leuven to serve again. Portales by 10. Back row, Carmen up to Miller. Miller sets it for Padilla, and that time she gets the kill. It's blocked. Oh, I thought that was tipped. It was not. So her shot down the line out of bounds. Point Portales, 23-12. Van Leuven. Back to Harvey. Harvey's pass just right straight up, so Miller gets it. And then trying to get it over, but hitting it right to the bottom of the net was Kaylee Padilla. So the Bulldogs' wheels kind of come off here in set number 2 as they're down 24-12. Set point for the Rams. Van Leuven with the jump serve. And that's going to go to Evans up into the rafters. Harvey goes to Padilla. It's a free ball. Banda blocked at the net, but they dig it up, does Rippey. Banda puts it over. Miller to Harrison. She's just going to tip it over. They get it back over. Again, Carmen to Miller. Now a shot, left-handed kill shot is good for Kaylee Padilla. So a good left-handed shot, and boy, going to the floor hard was Banda. She gets up kind of awkward, but looks like she's going to be okay. Checking back in is Ornelas, the libero. Van Leuven will get a break, and back to serve for Artesia, down 13-24, is Hattie Harrison. So Hattie left middle. Her shot is over. Ornelas up to Banda, back set to Massey. She's going to tip it over. Brecken gets it up to Kirkland. Big swing, blocked, and that's going to be a point for Portales, and they win set number 2, 25-13, and they're all tied up now. Are the Rams and the Bulldogs 1-1. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have set number 3 as Artesia looks to get that one, get back on the lead. We'll be back.
It's that time of year again. It's Halloween time. Yes, so it's that time where you come by and we're giving away costumes. We got goodie baskets as well, and all you have to do is come by here, 2802 West Pierce Street, Carlsbad, New Mexico, at Carlsbad Ford, and we are giving away these lovely items. You gotta come by, test drive a vehicle, go in the glove box, pull a number, and one of those numbers will be either a costume or a basket. 2802 West Pierce Street, Carlsbad, New Mexico.
First American Bank is committed to supporting small businesses in New Mexico. If you need a loan, mobile banking, or treasury management products, we're here to help you succeed as your business resource and, as always, your trusted partner. First American Bank, your community bank since 1903. Equal housing lender.
So your pecans aren't as big and bountiful as they used to be? Well, what would Jim Gill do?
Hi, this is Ben from Russell Seed Company. Few people knew as much about pecans as Jim Gill. And if he were here today, he'd tell you it was time to fertilize. He'd tell you just what you need and show you how to use it. Then he'd make some joke about your neighbors making fun of your nuts.
So when there's trouble with your pecans, head for Roswell Seed Company and ask them, what would Jim Gill do?
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here, too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent, too?
It's called service.
In Artesia, contact Sandy Stockton at 575-748-1111.
Artesia General Hospital has welcomed cardiologist Luther Weathers to the team. Dr. Weathers is board certified with a subspecialty in cardiovascular diseases. He treats patients with genetic heart defects, heart rhythm disorders, heart failure, coronary artery disease, chronic high blood pressure, and other cardiovascular diseases. Call 575-736-8270 to schedule your visit with Dr. Weathers in Artesia or visit artesiageneral.com/cardio appointment. Se habla español.
All right, we're back here to get started for set number 3. We're in Portales. Joby Hodling here on the call with you. KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com, KSVP Radio on Facebook, KSVP TV on YouTube. As the Bulldogs, Whitmire will come out. The rotation gets started with that substitution. Carmen Harvey checks in on the other side. The libero does the same thing as Ornelas comes in for Lujan. All right, so we are ready to go here as the Bulldogs will take the service here to start set number 3. And Carmen Harvey goes through her routine back on the right side. Here's the serve. Ornelas up to Banda. Banda in the middle to Van Leuven. She'll tip it over, but it's out of bounds. Point Artesia. Ball goes over there into the stands, and the little Portales Ram, little girl, will get it to the Bulldogs. Kraft rolls it in to Harvey, and we'll go 1-0. Artesia here in set number 3. We're tied up 1-1. Artesia wins set 1 and Portales wins set 2. Nice floater over to Rippey. And they're just going to have to get it over, which they do. Banda. Miller back to Hattie, and she gets the kill. It's funny to say the kill on those little soft shots, but that's what it is. If it gets over and goes to the floor and they're not able to get it back, that's a kill. So the Bulldogs now lead 2-0. Harvey back again to serve. And the serve. Oh, it hits the top of the net. Boy, it dove. It dove. It was high enough to get over, and then it took her dive too soon on that knuckleball. So 1-2, one serving 2 as Taya Rippey goes back to serve for the Rams. Down by 1. Here's her serve. Going to go back Harvey. Good save there to Miller. Back set to Harrison. Her cross-court shot is dug up by Rippey. Banda over to Massey. Her shot is going to be dug up by the Bulldogs. Harvey to Miller. And there's a shot by Howard, but it's too long. She got up too high, and they're asking for the tip, but no tip granted. So point Portales. 2-2 as Rippey goes back to serve on that left side once again. And her serve's going to go to Harvey. She sets it up to Miller. Miller over to Harrison. She taps it over for another kill. She just went to the left. They came up the block, and she went around that block to the left side and drops in there. Point Artesia, and they go back up by 1, 3-2. Ashton Kraft back to serve. Hey. And here's the serve. Ornelas to Banda, over to Massey on that left side. Her big kill shot is dug up in the back row by the Bulldogs. Miller, Howard, and that's going to hit the net, I think. I don't think it got over. They head up for the block, but hits the net. Tovar will check in for Ashton Kraft. On the other side, number 12 checks in. That is Lujan. And here's Van Leuven with her jump serve. Back to Carmen. Miller will chase that down, bumps it up for Harrison. Her shot is put over, and then there's going to be a nice kill there, and that was Howard who got that shot as they got it right back over the net. Howard, kind of almost a happy birthday. He just puts it right back down, and she'll check out. Evans will check in. She'll go back to serve. Van Leuven checks out on the other side, and back to serve will be Brooklyn Evans. 4-3 Artesia. We're in set number 3. 1-1 is where we're at in sets, and here's the serve. That's going to be dug up by Massey. To Banda, back to Massey. Her big swing is going to go off the block, but Tovar gets to it, and then right over against the stands was Evans trying to get there, but it's a point for Portales. Is coming in for Portales is Blackwell for Horton, and Blackwell will go back to serve. The score tied 4-4. So Destiny Blackwell on the right side, right middle. Here's her serve. It's going to go back to Carmen. Up to Miller. Big swing and a kill for Kaylee Padilla. And I'm kind of chuckling because they just, Robbie and I have been talking about, they almost beat each other up to the Bulldogs. Harvey will take a break. Whitmire comes in, and Hattie Harrison will go back to serve with the 5-4 lead. Hattie starting off in the middle. Goes through her routine. And the serve. Oh, into the net. Doggone it. Point Portales. They tied up with that. 5-5. Harvey will check back in. Hattie will take a break. And back to serve will be Skylar Massey. All tied up, 5-5, and now they buzzed from the score table. And so the ref on the floor turns around and is talking to them. So the score table saw something, and they hit the buzzer. We don't hear the buzzer much in volleyball. Hear it all the time in basketball in the gymnasiums, but not much in volleyball. But somebody on that score table saw something. So as we await that, it'll be Massey back to serve once they get whatever they're talking about figured out. Halloween night. Hope you're able to get your kids out. Everybody's safe in Artesia. Be careful if you're out there Halloweening it. 7:58 p.m., so I'm sure the Artesia streets are flooded with Halloween trick-or-treaters. And now we got the Let's Go Portales and Let's Go Artesia chants going from both the cheerleaders for Portales, the Bulldog fans, and now coaches are up there seeing what's going on. And Blakey and Coach Williams over there to say, what are you guys talking about? They're taking a long time, too, so it looks like the official scorer is the one that's being talked to, must have buzzed and had a question. I don't know if it was a rotation question or what it was, and I probably won't know. Because it's not like they come tell us. They don't. And now one of the officials in the corner is talking to the head official that's up high. And now whatever it was, they've got it figured out. And nothing looks like it's going to change. No rotation changes, no jump balls, no do-overs. It's just going to be Portales with the serve. It's all tied up, 5-5. And Skylar Massey will go back to serve. All right, here's her jump serve. Carmen Harvey to Miller. Miller back set. Big swing by Padilla. They dig it up. And now just getting it over. And there's a big swing, and it's in for Whitmire on the happy birthday. Man, she just got up and slammed it into that back right corner. Point Artesia. Checking in for Tovar will be Ashton Kraft. Back to serve will be Kirkland Miller for the Bulldogs. Leading 6-5. Here's her serve. Massey with an awkward looking shot. She's going to get it over the net. Kirkland to Evans, back behind the 10-foot line. Big swing. It's going to be dug up all the way to the Bulldog side. Miller just going to tip it over. Rippey gets it up in the air. Banda with the set back to Rippey. It's going to be blocked at the net by Whitmire, but it goes sideways, and that is a point and a kill for Rippey. 6-6 as Ornelas checks back in and will go back to serve for the Rams. 6-6 here in set number 3. And the serve, jump serve by Ornelas. Kaylee to Miller, cross court. Kraft with the big swing, and that was tipped. Point Artesia. 7-6 will be the score, and back to serve will be Padilla. Howard will check back in. Brooklyn will get a break. So Demery for Brooklyn, and Kaylee Padilla back to serve. It's leading 7-6. Good serve. Massey up to Banda. Back set. Ty Rippey will just get it over. Doug! Bulldogs still have life. They're going to get it over. Howard. Wow, what a pancake by the Artesia Bulldogs. Big swing. It's going to be, and that time it goes into the middle. Kirkland Miller tried to get it but couldn't get there. I think that was Harvey with the pancake. But Palace gets the point. As checking back in is Horton for Blackwell, and Miley Banda back to serve. Her shot goes back to Kaylee. Miller cross court. And the shot is over by Demery, and now the Bulldogs are just going to have to get it over. Massey to Banda. Goes quick set to Van Leuven. Carmen gets it up there. Miller back set. Ashton Kraft with the big swing. It's going to be up, and it goes down on our side. So point for Tallis. 8-7 the Rams. They take the lead back, and Banda on that right side, the left-hander. Here's the serve from Carmen. Oh, nice set from Carmen to Miller, and then left-handed knockdown by Whitmire. She gets the kill, and that ties it up 8-8. And back to serve will be, let's see. Hattie Harrison comes in for Jenna, and back to serve will be Carmen Harvey. All tied up, 8-8 here in set number 3. Jump serve is over. Ornalis to Banda. She's going to set up in the back row to Massey. Her shot is tipped twice. Bulldogs got to get it over right here, so they will. Free ball. Ornalis to Banda on the other side to Rippey. And Miller will get it up in the air. Kaylee, just a shot over by Ashton. Banda back set. Big swing, and that'll be a Bulldog point as Horton hit it into the net. 9-8 Bulldogs. So Carmen will go back to serve again, leading by 1. Carmen goes through her routine, and here's her jump serve. Nice knuckleball. Rippey to Banda, cross set to Van Leuven. Shot is dug up on the back row by Howard. They're going to get it over. And Kraft, they're going to call a double hit on Kraft. She was failing away and just tried to push it back into the middle of the court for the Bulldogs, and they said double hit on her. So 9-9 as Rippey will go back to serve on that left side. Here's the serve. Kaylee to Miller. Miller to Harrison. Big shot. Gets over. Dug up by Banda. Rippey to Massey. Her big shot blocked at the net. Dug up back there by Rippey. Banda back to Massey. She's going to go down the line. Out of bounds. Point Artesia. 10-9 for the Bulldogs. And that'll put Ashton Kraft back to serve with that 1-point lead. And the serve. And it goes into the net, darn it. So it'll be 10-10. Tovar up to check in. She'll come in for Ashton. So Jackie will check in. And on the other side, Van Leuven checked in, but she's having to come back over and see it where they can see it. Oh, there's going to be a sub for her. So number 7 coming into the ballgame to go back and serve. So it'll be Belia Lopez. So she'll serve from the middle. Her first opportunity goes to Carmen, to Miller, set up to Hattie. Hattie goes into the net, just mistimed that jump. Went off her hand funny, so point for Tallis. 11-10. The Tallis Rams lead here in set number 3. And here's a serve from Lopez. Going to go back this time to Tovar. Goes off her funny. That might have had some good spin on it. I don't know, but it shot off over the Bulldogs bench. Point on the ace to the Rams as Lopez once again back to serve from the middle. This time she hits it into the net, so it'll be Bulldog point. 11 serving 12 as now Van Leuven checks back in. Lopez will check out, and Evans checks in for Howard, and she'll go back to serve for the Artesia Bulldogs. And Brooklyn on that right side. Down 11-12 are the Bulldogs. Set number 3. Dug up back there by Massey. Back set from Banda. Shot is over. Evans with a great dive, but it goes off to the right, out of bounds. Point Portales is checking back in is Blackwell for Horton for the Rams, and Blackwell will go back to serve with a 2-point lead, 13-11. Blackwell on that right side, and her serve. Evans, Miller, Kaylee Padilla, kill down the left line. Bulldogs point. As checking back in for our libero Harvey is Jenna Whitmire, and Hattie Harrison will go back to serve. 12 serving 13. Bulldogs won set 1, 25-19. Portales won set 2, 25-13. And now tight set 3. Shot is over. Ornelas to Banda, back set. Massey with a big swing. That'll go off for the Bulldogs, out of bounds, as they couldn't handle that kill shot. Harrison will take a seat. Harvey will check back in, and the Rams lead by 2 on the kill from Massey. And she'll go back to serve. 14 serving 12. Portales. All right, here's the serve, the jump serve from Massey. Harvey bumps it up. Miller's just going to tip it over. It's dug up back there. Banda will set it back to Massey, and it's going to go off from Miller. Chasing it down was Harvey. Bulldogs are going to get it over, and Banda back. It's going to be right up on the net. It's blocked at the net. Whitmire to Miller, and then it's going to be a shove across, and that's a point. Wait, she hit it, I thought. Yeah, tip. So the corner ref there set out of bounds on the Bulldogs. I don't know how she missed it. It was tipped, but the head official up on the ladder said it was tipped. So point Artesia. Man, I've seen some close ones. Of course, I'm way up here. I shouldn't be too hard on the officials. All right, here's Miller. Her serve is dug up back there by Ornelas. Back set by Banda. Big shot into the net. Point Artesia. That shot was taken by Lujan, but it's into the net. So Miller back to serve again. It's all tied up, 14-14. Nice hard serve. Dug up back there. It's just going to be a free ball for Artesia. Oh, no. And it goes off of Evans right into the legs of Ashton. So the free ball turns into a point for the Rams. They go back up 15-14 as Angel Ornelas with her jump serve. It'll go to Evans, to Miller, and then a long shot there. I think the timing of the jump was just off for Ashton because I think she was on her way down. That's why the ball didn't get any down movement on it, sailed on her. 16-14. Ornelas with the serve, her jump serve. Going to go back. Oh, and another ace for Ornelas. She's had several in these sets tonight, and that goes off of Carmen and kind of straight down. Kind of ate her up on the serve. 17-14 in favor of the Rams. Here's the serve. Floater, and getting it over on the first was Evans. Now Banda with a big swing on the second hit, and she goes left-handed. Well, she is left-handed. Point Portales, and a timeout called by Coach Williams, down 18-14 here in set number 3. All right, we'll go ahead and take a timeout as well. 4-point lead for Portales. We'll be right back.
Incredible in Artesia is open for business. Georgia and her team are ready to give you the hometown quality and customer service you know and love. Need wraparound carbonless books? Think Incredible. Georgia and her team specialize in in-house design for quality custom business cards at a competitive price. From scanning to desktop publishing, if you need it, they can do it. When you need an incredible job, think Incredible on Main Street across from the Derek Floor statue in downtown Artesia. For all your printing needs, think Ink.
18-14 here in set number 3. The Rams by 4. Ornelas waiting the ball so she can serve. The official on the other end of the court will roll it back there to her. I'm not sure why she had it. That's kind of strange. Because it was Portales' ball, but Ornelas has it now, so here comes her jump serve, leading by 4. Set number 3. Kaylee goes off her sideways. Kraft will get it back in the middle, and just going to push it over is Miller. Banda puts it up from Massey. Back to Banda, blocked. And that'll be a point Artesia as it goes into number 9, Blackwell. She just couldn't get out of the way of it. She was actually standing out of bounds. But point Artesia is checking in as Howard. Out is Evans, and back to serve is Padilla for the Bulldogs, down by 3. 15 serving 18. Artesia, Kaylee Padilla with her jump serve from the middle. Massey, Banda front to Van Leuven, dug up back there by the Bulldogs. Harvey Miller chases it down. They're just going to get it over, but out of bounds for Howard. So the ball tips the net, but goes sailing wide. Point Portales as checking back in for the Rams is Horton for Blackwell. Back to serve will be Banda. And they lead 19-15, so back to a 4-point lead here for the Rams. Here's the jump serve. Going to be a floater back to Harvey. She sets it up to Miller. Back set. And Whitmire with the shot, but it goes straight into the net. So they're the first to get to that 20-point total. 20-15. Banda, her jump serve from the middle. And Padilla gets it up. Whitmire chases down. It's going to be, and it hit something in the rafters, and ball falls. 21-15 for Tallis. And they're waiting on the ball to come back in, which it does. Miller will roll it over. Massey will pick it up, and she'll toss it back to Banda. So the lefty with a great jump serve. Here it is. Into the net. Bulldogs needed that. 21-16 now, as Harrison will check in for Whitmire, and back to serve will be Carmen Harvey. And we need that run right here by the libero, Carmen Harvey. 21-16 Portales by 5 here in set number 3. Here's her jump serve. Nice floater, and that's an ace. Good job there. Nice. I said floater, but it was a knuckleball that moved a lot. Diving for it was Ornelas, and unable. She got a hand on it, but it just kind of went sideways. So point Artesia. 21-17 now Portales. Harvey back ready. Goes through her service ritual, and here's her jump serve. Another good one. Ornelas gets it up in the air, and another ace. As Banda chased to it and got her hand under it, but it was nowhere close. That was a great serve there by Carmen Harvey. And the Bulldogs back within 3, and Portales will call a timeout. So our score here in the third set, 21-18 Portales. The first set went to the Bulldogs. 25-19 was that final score. Portales storms back and wins big, 25-13 in set number 2, and they lead by 3, 21-18 here in set number 3. We're going to hear from Lois Oliver Real Estate. We'll be back.
There are things you can do to improve the value of your current home if you plan to sell, and a few things you probably shouldn't do. The folks at Lois Oliver Real Estate are experts in real estate in Artesia and can help you with some great advice. If you want to talk to a local expert about buying or selling a home in Artesia, visit with any of the agents at Lois Oliver Real Estate. We know Artesia, and we're ready to help you buy or sell or find local experts who can answer your questions. Lois Oliver Real Estate. We love it here. Find us at 210 South Roselawn or online at loisoliverrealestate.com.
All right, so Carmen back to serve once again. As Portales tried to get this magic timeout, Bulldogs on a little run here, down by 3. As Coach Williams mopping up looked like maybe some water got spilled right on the edge of the court. So still waiting on the go-ahead. And now she gets it. Carmen goes through her routine, and here's the jump serve from the right side. Another nice floater. Ornelas to Banda, back set. Van Leuven with the shot down the right side. Points Portales. There's that magic timeout. It worked again. 22-18 Portales. And back to serve on that left side will be Taya Rippey. And she goes through her routine. And here's her jump serve. Harvey to Miller. Miller to Harrison. Big shot dug up by Rippey. Banda is going to be tipped over. And that'll be a point for a kill for Massey. It was just a tip over. Kraft got a hand on the right side on the tip, but it goes off into the right out of bounds. So point Portales, they lead 23-18. And the shot. Harvey up to Miller. Miller's going to cross court it to Harrison. Her shot is going to be dug up back there by Rippey. And they chased over. Good job there. Oh. So the shot there was dug up by Carmen, but was up in the net, and there was no chance to get it back up in the air. So set point for the Rams. They lead 24-18 here in set 3. Harvey to Miller. Miller over to the Bulldogs' Hattie Harrison, and she knocks it down for the kill. So it's 24-20 as Tovar will check back. I think it's 20. I thought it was already 19, but they haven't changed it. So Tovar checks in for Kraft. She'll go back to serve. So I guess it's 24-19. I was errant. I was wrong. So set point again for the Rams. Here's the jump serve from Tovar. Hernalis to Banda. That should have been a double hit. It wasn't. Hit, tipped at the net, and then Miller gets it up into the air. And we're going to have Howard tipped at the net or blocked. Again from a good dig there. Blocked again, and this time they're going to say it was in the net. No, they're going to say they were in the net. So the floor judge, or the floor ref, said it was 4 hits. The official up on the ladder over there said it was Portales in the net. So now it's 20. 20 serving 24. Bulldogs down by 4. Tovar with her jump serve, and that's going to be out. And that's it for set number 3. 25-20. The Rams with the win. So Bulldogs going to have to come back in set 4 and get it, and then take it to 5. We're going to take a break here on KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com, and YouTube and Facebook as well. Stay right here. Set number 4 coming back at you.
Exodus chapter 16 and verse 18 says, "But when they measured it with an omer being about 2 quarts, whoever gathered much had nothing left over, and whoever gathered little had no lack. Each of them gathered as much as he could eat." Is that how we are? Are we getting just what we need? Are we trying to survive within the means of how we gain money or how we spend money? You know, God had it right. God comes along. He's got hundreds of thousands, if not a few million people wandering in a wilderness, and he needs to feed them. And he provides to them manna that looked like dew upon the ground, and it provided them the sustenance that they needed. And God said, get just what you need. And that's really what Jesus gives us. He gives us just what we need. So do you have him in your life? If you don't, come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ, and let us help you learn what it is to live in the power of Jesus.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
Find your path to a greater future with Eastern New Mexico University. If you're looking to take the next step in your higher education journey, both in person and online, Eastern New Mexico University is the place for you. ENMU is now accepting applications for spring 2025, so don't miss out on your opportunity to join more than 5,700 fellow Greyhounds on this exciting path to student success. For more information, visit enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
Must-win set here for the Bulldogs. Welcome back to the Portales High Gymnasium. Billy Hodling here on KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com. Thanks for tuning in. As they go, I could have probably got another commercial and didn't think I could, but we'll get it in. Harvey checks in the rotation. Jenna will get a break to start things off here, and it'll be Portales. Miley Banda will be serving, starting off here in set number 4. Here's her jump serve from the middle. Kaylee up to Miller. She's going to get it up on the right side. Kraft effort goes into the net. So the first point here in set number 4 goes to the Rams. 1-0. It's 2-1. Rams with the lead in set. So this set, Bulldogs have to win to keep it going. Goes back, kind of eat up Padilla. Carmen push it forward, and then Harrison hits it into the net. So both times the Bulldogs had a chance to hit it over on these 2 points. Both hits went straight down into the bottom of the net. So 2-0 Portales. Banda Harvey goes up to the Bulldogs' Padilla. She's going to get it over free ball. Banda chases down back set. Shot is going to go way out of bounds on Horton, so point Artesia. 2-1. Artesia down. As checking in will be Tessa Yates. Ashton Kraft will get a break, and it'll be Yates back to serve here for the Bulldogs. Down 1-2. Tessa starts out on that left side and then kind of goes to the middle with her jump serve. Left middle, down the left side. Rippey gets it up. Banda with the back set. What's her name? Van Leuven hits it long on her kill attempt, so that ties it up 2-2. Yates goes through her ritual. Now here's her shot. Back there to Ornelas. Banda chases it down. Back set. They're just going to have to get it over, which they do. Carmen to Miller right in the middle. Big swing. It's going to be a kill for Hattie. Hallelujah. Harrison. Bulldogs lead 3-2. Tessa goes back to serve once again with that 1-point lead. And the serve. Again, Ornelas gets it up to Banda. She's going to get it back in the back row. Harvey to Miller, cross court. Big swing off the tip, and that's a kill for Demery Howard. Bulldogs now double up the Rams, 4-2. So they back row set Massey. It was dug up by the Bulldogs, and then the kill for Demery. And Yates will continue serving. She's on a 3-point run here. 4-2, Artesia. Set number 4. Bulldogs must win. Here's the serve. Back to Ornelas. Gets it to Banda. She's going to hit it over. And the Bulldogs, they might have should have let it go. I don't know. It was hard to tell. As Breck and Miller were checking for Yates. So it was over on that right side, and Kaylee dove at it. Goes off her out of bounds. So free serving 4. Rippey back to serve for Portales. Her jump serve will go to Miller. She gets it up to Miller and then over to Harrison. Harrison with a big swing, and that's a kill. Miller, Harrison. It works. 4-3 Artesia. Brooklyn will check back in for Demery, and Brooklyn will go back to serve. So Evans for Howard. Bulldogs lead 5-3. As Brooklyn on that right side. And the serve. Ornelas, Banda, cross court to Massey. Her swing is dug up, but they're going to say got into the net. So point Artesia. Evans back to serve again, leading 6-3. And the serve. Massey digs it up. Banda back to Massey. Her big swing is a kill. Right down. Big shot there by the 6-footer. And the point goes to the Rams. Is checking back in will be Lujan. And also checking in for the Rams will be Lopez. And she'll go back to serve. As Ornelas and Van Leuven get a break. 4 serving 6. Bulldogs by 2. Lopez from the middle. Her jump serve. Dug up by Kaylee Padilla. Miller chases it down. Back to Kaylee. Dug up in the back row by Banda. Rippey up to Massey, and that's going to be off for Brecken Miller on the big kill shot. Point for Dallas. 6-5. Bulldogs lead by 1. And Lopez once again will serve. So Lopez from the middle. Here's the serve. Harvey goes to Harrison. Kaylee just gets it over. Free ball. Harvey, Miller, right in the middle. Harrison, she tried to tip it over the left side with her left hand, and she hit it on our side of the court. Hit the net on our side and just rolled down the net. Point for Tallis, and that ties it up 6-6. As Lopez gets the ball back and ready to serve. Her jump serve comes from the middle. And the serve. Padilla is going to get it up on the net. And there's Miller blocked it. Miller chases it down. Harrison, left-handed, is going to go up, and she gets the kill. Oh, no, they didn't call a double hit. It was a tip, I guess. And then, the Bulldogs, and then underneath was Evans. That looked like really odd turn of events there. But Rams get the point, 7-6. Lopez is going to have to tie her shoes, so she's taking just a minute. And now she's ready to go and gets the whistle blow go ahead. Here's her serve. Goes at Evans. Evans straight up. Miller chases it down, goes over to the left side from behind the 10-foot line, and that's a kill for Kaylee Padilla. So the Bulldogs tie it back up 7-7. Whitmire checks back into the ballgame. Van Leuven checks in also on the other side, and Hattie Harrison will go back to serve with the tied game 7-7. Her serve is on the right side, dug up by Massey. Banda chases it down, goes back to Massey, and that's out. Point Artesia, big swing over there on that left side for Massey, but it's long, so Harrison will serve once again with an 8-7 lead here in set number 4. And the serve. Back there it's dug up. Banda up to the front line. Massey with the shot. Dug up by Harrison. Miller to Padilla, and it's going to be hit the net. Point for Talis. So Harrison will take a break. Carmen Harvey back into the ball game. On the other side, it'll be Blackwell checking in for Horton, and Blackwell will go back to serve. All knotted up at 8 here in set number 4. Portales leading in sets 2-1. Both of these teams are 2-1 in district. Big game tonight. Shot is over. Evans to Miller. Miller on that right side. Shot is up and out of bounds on the block. And Kaylee Padilla with another kill. She kind of did that slide step. And it goes off of Massey out of bounds as Yates checks in for Brecken Miller. And back to serve will be Kirkland Miller. On that right side, here's her jump serve. Knuckleball dug up back there. Banda chases it down. Massey with the shot, and there's a kill. Nobody there for the Bulldogs. Point for Talis, 9-9. Boy, we're back and forth here, just like we were in set number 3 for a while, and then Portales pulled away, but it's 9-9 here early in set 4, and Massey back to serve from the middle. Her jump serve is going to be open. It goes off sideways. Had a lot of knuckleball on that, and that's probably what caused it. Harvey goes off of her and straight over the Bulldog bench, so point to Portales. They now lead 10-9. Massey again with the serve. She starts off on kind of on the right middle and then fades into the middle. Here's her jump serve. To Evans, it goes off her sideways, this time to the right. Point on another ace for Massey, 11-9. Portales. So Massey once again goes back and gets ready to go. And her jump serve. Again to Evans, back set by Miller. Big swing, dug up on that back row by Ornelas. Now big swing for Portales. Harvey digs it up. Miller chases down, goes across court to Yates, and she hits it. Ornelas digs it up. Massey from the backside. On the other side, Carmen digs it up to Miller cross court. Big swing. Portales digs that up. Banda to Rippey. And Bulldogs dig that up. Yates back to Padilla. Now they're going to get it over. Up to Miller. And another big swing by Padilla. They dig it up again. Banda in the middle to Massey. Her shot is long. Great volley, but the Bulldogs come out on top. They now get within 1. 10 serving 11 was what it'll be when Kaylee goes back to serve. Boy, back and forth there as Howard will check in for Evans. And Kaylee Padilla will do the serving from the middle. Goes through her routine and gets ready to do her jump serve. Down by 1. Into the net. So that'll be a 2-point lead for Portales. Van Leuven checks in for the Rams, and back to serve will be Angel Ornelas, leading 12-10 here in set number 4. Are the Rams. Floater, Padilla up to Miller. Miller to Yates. She tips it over, and there's a kill. Tip kill for Tessa Yates. Point Artesia, and they're back within 1. Hattie Harrison will check back in. Whitmire will get a break, and back to serve Carmen Harvey for the Artesia Bulldogs. 11 serving 12. Here's her jump serve. Nice serve. Dug up back there. Banded back to Massey. Massey to Padilla. Miller. Back set to Yates. Her shot is long. Tried to go cross court from the right side. It sails long, so 13-11 is checking back in for the Rams is Horton for Blackwell. And back to serve will be the lefty, Miley Banda, leading 13-11. Floater. Padilla dives to it. Miller to Harrison. Harrison's shot is way long. So out of bounds on the Bulldogs. Banda will gather it up and serve again. 13 serving 11 is our score. Here's the lefty. Harvey to Miller. Miller to Harrison, and there's a shot, but they dig it up. It'll just be a free ball as Ornelas gets it over. Miller to Harrison. She's going to tip it over, and there's a kill tip for Hattie Harrison, and the Bulldogs back within 1, 12-13 as Yates will go back to serve. Well, I guess I was wrong again. They got that point up there fast. Well, Coach Williams stood up, but, 11 serving 13, I guess. Ornelas, Banda chases it down, goes forward. On that block, that was Massey, and the block by Miller and Harrison falls between them and the net. So point Portales, and I don't know what's going on here. They haven't changed the score. I thought Artesia had it a while ago. So on one where I'm looking, the board says 13-11. On the other board, it says 14-11. I think the Bulldogs have 12. So their board over to the right of me is blinking. It shows 14-11 now. So they're not giving the Bulldogs a point, although Coach Williams is saying, I think we have a point you're missing. The scoreboard shows 14-11. It is, it's 15 to, wait a minute. So I guess they missed a couple of points. Now it says 15-12. And here's the serve. Brecken to Kirkland to kill shot for Hattie Harrison, the tip over kill. So 13 serving 15 was what it'll be, as that was number 15 serving Acosta, who had just checked in. She's going to check back out. Coming in for her will be Rippey. And I think they had it wrong. I don't think they both had a point. I think it's 14-13. But I guess it is, because they started to get up and argue, but they're going to sit back down on the coaches for the Bulldogs. So Evans back to serve, 13 serving 15. We're in set number 4. Massey, Banda back to Massey. Whoop, it's going to be tipped over. Brecken up to Kirkland. She's going to just go over on the second shot into an empty spot on the court, and that's a tip kill there for Kirkland Miller. Nice shot, and I think, does that not tie it up? I guess it doesn't. I thought it was 14 serving 15 a while ago, but it must have been 13. So 1 point down, shot is over. Massey to Banda right on the net. Back serve to Van Leuven, dug up by Miller. Now Harvey, back set. Big swing, and that's going to be Rippey. They get a hold of it. Will it get over? It will not. So the big swing there by the Bulldogs, Kaylee Padilla, was dug up, but they couldn't get it over. So 15-15, and the Rams take a timeout. We'll take one as well here from CVE. If I can get my computer to work. There it goes. 15-15, set number 4. We'll be back.
Central Valley Electric is continually learning and advancing technology that improves electric service, reliability, and safety, and in turn enhancing the quality of life for members that we serve in our local communities. CVE offers an account management program called Smart Hub that allows members to track their usage, set up convenient pay methods, and the ability to manage their energy use with smart technologies. A secure system such as Smart Hub is an easy tool to use. To sign up, visit cvecoop.org and click Smart Hub to get started.
All right, the Let's Go Bulldogs chant from the Bulldog fans is 15-15. And Evans back to serve. Oh, and that timeout worked. It hit the net. Doggone. It seems like it always works. As number 7 checking in for Van Leuven, and also number 12 checking in. So Lujan checks in, and Lopez will go back to serve for the Rams, leading 16-15. Evans up to Miller. Miller quick set to... and that's out. So quick set to Harrison. Her kill shot is blocked, but it goes out of bounds. So point Artesia. Checking in for the Bulldogs is Whitmire. Checking in for the Rams was Van Leuven, and then somebody else came in for her, and I missed it. I looked down because I got a text. All right, so they dig it up. Massey will just get it over, and the tip kill in the middle. Bulldogs could not get to it, so Harrison will take a seat after she just served, and coming back into the ball game is Carmen Harvey, and back to serve is Blackwell for the Rams. Brooklyn will get it over on her first shot, so it's a free ball, but the Rams are just going to get a free ball back to the Bulldogs. Again, Miller, Padilla, kill shot, cross court, inside, tied back up. 17-17. Tessie Yates will come in for Brecken Miller, and it'll be Kirkland Miller back to serve for the Bulldogs. 17-17 is our score. Nice shot. Going to be Blackwell in the back row. Bandit chases down. Massey with the shot. Dug up there, and then, Whitmire and Yates collide. It's going to be a net on the Bulldogs as they collide and go into the net. 18-17 now in favor of the Rams as Massey will go back to serve. And her serve. is an ace. Diving for it was Harvey. But that's an ace for Skylar Massey. It's 19-17 here in set 4. Bulldogs down 2-1. If they fall here, that'll be the match. So they got to battle back, take it to 5. Here's the serve. Getting it up with Harvey. Good job there by the Bulldogs just to get it over. Miller, free ball for the Rams. Massey back to Banda, and now Yates will get it up into the air. Miller chases it down. Big swing, it's blocked. Padilla's shot was blocked. Miller chases it down again, and now just getting it over was Whitmire. Massey, Banda, and there's a big swing, but Carmen digs it up to Miller on the left side. Big swing, and that's a kill for the Bulldogs. Padilla, wow. Checking in for Artesia will be number 13, and that's Adrian Harvey. Also checking in will be Howard for Evans, and coming in for Padilla will be Adrian Harvey, and she'll go back to serve. 18 serving 19. The Bulldogs down by 1 here in set number 4. Here's the serve. Oh, into the net. Darn it. So it's 20-18. Padilla checks back in. And it's Ornelas. She's going to sell that long, so right back to the Bulldogs. 20-19 now as Harrison checks back in. Whitmire will get a break. Carmen will go back to serve, down by 1. 20-19 for Tallis. Her jump serve is over. Massey. Banda will chase it down, back sets it. Big swing by Rippey. Yates gets it up in the air. It's a fight at the net. Bulldogs, Howard will get it up into the air. It goes off the roof, but the Bulldogs get it over. Harvey free ball. Massey to Banda, blocked at the net. They get it over anyway. Howard. Oh, and the Bulldogs don't go get it. Oh no, miscommunication. And it falls 21-19. Coach is going to call timeout. All right, we'll take a timeout as well. 21-19 for Tallis here in set number 4.
Stay tuned for an exciting message from Faith Baptist Church.
It's time to take back what's been taken from us. It's time to man up. We want to invite men across our community to come be part of our Man Up Weekend, November 15th through the 17th. A good friend of ours, Big Al, will be here, and he will be speaking to the men on what it means to live out biblical manhood. On Friday night, we're going to have a steak fry. Come be a part.
Man Up Weekend, November 15th through the 17th at Faith Baptist Church, Artesia.
Set number 4 right now, 21-19. Bulldogs call a timeout, does Coach Williams, and both teams have one timeout apiece, it looks like. Checking back in on the Patalis side is number 9, Blackwell. Number 9 checks out. Blackwell checks in, or Horton checks in. Banda with the serve. Padilla. Big swing, and it's out down the line for Harrison. 22-19. For Tallis. They win this one, it'll be over. It'll be 3-1. Banda with the serve, goes back to Harvey. Kind of goes off sideways. Yates chases it down. Miller will just get it over. Free ball. Banda in their set. It goes to Rippey, and that's out of bounds. Oh, it was off the Bulldogs out of bounds. The tip, I thought it was out of bounds on Portales, but they said the Bulldogs tipped it. 23-19 for Tallis. Banda back to serve. Carmen up to Miller. Miller front court to Harrison. Harrison's going to tip it over, and that's going to be a point Artesia with a tip over kill. 23-20. Yates will go back to serve down by 3. So Tessa takes her warm-up routine, and now here's her jump serve. Back to Rippey. Rippey to Banda. She's going to shove it over into the back court. Chasing it down was Padilla to Miller. Tip over by the Bulldogs. Big swing blocked at the net. Howard will go get that. Get it to Miller. Back to Harrison. They get it up into the air, so it's going to be free ball Artesia as they tip it over. Yates to Miller. Into the middle. Tip over by Harrison, and there's another kill on the tip over. So Yates will go back to serve once again, down by 2 this time, 23-21 for Tallis. And she had to go ahead. Here it is, her jump serve. Rippey, Banda chases it down. It's going to be in the backcourt. Just going to get it over. Yates gets it over. Now Miller to Harrison. She tips it over. Dug up by the Portales Rams. Again, a free ball. Up to Miller from Padilla in the middle. Big swing. It's blocked at the net by Van Leuven. And it goes back over Harrison and onto the floor. So set and match point for the Rams as Breckenmiller checks in. Back to serve will be Taya Rippey, leading 24-21 here in Portales. 2 sets to 1 and match point. Here's the serve. Harvey to Miller, sets it to Harrison. Her shot is blocked. Breckenmiller to Miller. And that's going to be another kill for Harrison, just a left-handed tip over. So the Bulldogs now down by 2, and Demery Howard will go back to serve. 24-22. Again, match point here, set and match point for the Rams. Howard goes through her routine and the serve. And that's going to be long, and that will end the ball game. The Bulldogs go down 25-22 in set number 4 and lose in 3-1 to the Portales Rams. So the Bulldogs fall to 2-2 in district, and the Rams go to 3-1 in district play. Next week we'll be in Artesia for both games as Lovington and Goddard come to town Tuesday and Thursday night to finish out the district season for the Bulldogs. And they're going to need some help to be the district champs. But right now they are 2-2 in district and the Rams are 3-1. First set went to Artesia 25-19. Second set to Portales 25-13. Third set 25-20 Portales, and the fourth set 25-22 Portales. So the Bulldogs go down 3-1. Tomorrow night, the Artesia Lady Bulldogs soccer team will be at the pitch at the MAC. Go out and support the Lady Bulldogs. 6 o'clock, second round of the soccer playoffs. They are the 4 seed taking on the 5 seed, the St. Pius Sartans. On Saturday, the boys soccer team travel up to Albuquerque and will take on the number 1 seed, St. Pius, at their place. And the Bulldog football team will be in Las Cruces Saturday afternoon, pregame at 12:30. And then join Robbie and I, join the pregame show and watch that. We'll have some interviews with the coaches and some player introductions. And then the game will be at 1 o'clock in Portales. On behalf of my camera woman, my wife Pam, this is Joby Hodling saying I hope you have a great night. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the pitch. Y'all go out and watch that game. It will also be on KSVPTV.com, so if you can't make it, you can watch it right there. Have a great night.
Stay tuned for an exciting message from Faith Baptist Church.
It's time to take back what's been taken from us. It's time to man up. We want to invite men across our community to come be part of our Man Up Weekend, November 15th through the 17th. A good friend of ours, Big Al, will be here, and he will be speaking to the men on what it means to live out biblical manhood. On Friday night, we're going to have a steak fry. Come be a part.
Man Up Weekend, November 15th through the 17th at Faith Baptist Church, Artesia.
That concludes this edition of Artesia Bulldog Football on AM 990 at 93.7 FM KSVP. Sports on KSVP AM and FM and at KSVPTV.com is presented by Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University, Pecos Valley Equipment, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Big O Tires of Carlsbad, Kane Electrical Supply, the City of Artesia Police Department, Coterra Energy, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, Smile Expressions, Edge Safety, Faith Baptist Church, Finn's Country Market, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Tate Branch Dodge, Hawker & Sons, KFC, Incredible Printing, J.S. Warden Son Insurance, J&J Home Care, Richland Motors, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Amigo Machinery, La Fonda, Mac Energy, Pressure Services, Richland Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, State Farm Agent Sandy Stockton, Spur Energy Partners, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Western Bank, Wilbanks Trucking, John and Nancy Yates, and the Eddy County DWI Task Force. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.
Double. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can save. This is a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 855-SHARE-40. That's 855-SHARE-40. 855-SHARE-40.